Good day, Sir Amil. Me, Lim E. Jane, and my group mates, Chia Chin, Lo Shuen, Razi Razaleigh, Taha Chaudhary, Yong Ann Mee, and Saranya Nadarajan are going to present the scandal case about 1MDB. The content we are going to discuss about are case background, offense committed, impact on individuals or organization. Last will be lesson learned throughout our findings of this case. First, I would like to talk about the case background of 1MDB scandal case. 1MDB, also known as One Malaysian Developed Berhad, is actually a foreign fund set up in year 2009. The main purpose of the company is actually to promote the development of Malaysia through foreign investment and partnership with the help of J. Low, who is a Malaysian financial. And back to the time, our ex-Prime Minister, Najib Razak, was the chairman of this company. In year 2009 to year 2013, 1MDB has raised as much as billions of dollars in terms of bonds. And this money actually is used for our country investment projects and joint venture. But after that, unfortunately, 1MDB faced accusations of serious financial misbehavior.
Next, let's move on to the 1MDB scandals. After the 1MDBs was failed to repay the debts totaling approximately 550 million in 2015, concerns were raised. An inquiry found that instead of being used for state investment projects, more than 4.5 billion was embezzled and used for buying luxury goods, art and other properties by the arrest of Najib, his wife, Rosmah Mansell, and others associates that are close with them. The fund was one of the biggest scandals cases in the world. Besides that, according to the Wall Street Journals and Sarawak report, it states that the Najib personal bank account will also allegedly receive 700 million from 1MDBs. His wife, Rosmah Mansell, also accused of tax evasions and money laundering. However, Najib refused to accept the allegations and mentions that the money was actually donated by a Saudi prince. Financial organizations and individuals from several nations, including Malaysian financier Joe Lows, were implicated in the financial malfeasance, which entailed intricate international money movements. And international investigations involving nations like Singapore, Switzerland, and the United States was started as the controversy grew. Next is the Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is a major player in the 1MDB scandals. It is a renowned international investment banking and financial service company. They assisted 1MDB in selling bonds for 6.5 billion. However, the inquiry turned up evidence of wrongdoing on staff members on those trades, which led to a significant sum of money being stolen. Regarding its involvement in the 1MDB scandals, the Goldman Sachs was also the subject of investigations in other nations. Ultimately, the company paid 3.9 billion to Malaysia's government to reducing accusations that it had deceived local investors.
Next, let's move on to the point that the money Jolo have used. He actually have used around $400 million on his personal stuff, including purchasing property, Picasso drawing, private jet, yacht, and even gambling. This is the last part of the case background of 1MDB. Where is Jolo? Actually, this topic has been discussing and wondering by everyone for a long time. According to news, in 2008, he was reported that he was having a party in a Thai island. But at the same year, his yacht was sunk in Bali when our ex-Prime Minister Najib Razak had downfall. After that, there was rumors that he was stayed before in gambling Macau, which is in Macau, Bangkok, and Taiwan. And after that, also stated that from our ex-Prime Minister, Tun Dr. Mahathir, had previously appeared that he was in China, but they do not have any strong evidence to prove that. And lastly, Jolo have actually tried many attempts, but all have been turned down by our government.
Next, I would like to talk about impact of 1MDB scandal on Malaysia and global finance. First impact is economy impact. Malaysia have debt $12 billion due to 1MDB liability, leading to a downgrade in the country credit rating. The scandal also affected investor confidence, causing a decrease in foreign direct investment. The capital market will be affected with the Malaysian ringgit depreciating. Therefore, it will affect the slowdown in economic growth. Second impact is reputation impact. The bank and financial intermediary associated with 1MDB will affect Malaysia's reputation damage. If this damage for a long time, it will be challenging to maintain a positive market position. For now, Malaysia is trying to rebuild its reputation and ensure follow regulatory standards to regain the trust of stakeholders.
Next, I will talk about the impact on government and regulatory bodies. In response to the 1MDB scandal, the Malaysian government has undertaken reforms to enhance governance and strengthen anti-corruption measures. The Malaysia Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) and other regulatory bodies has been under immense pressure to improve their oversight and enforcement mechanism. These reforms has included revising legal frameworks, enhancing transparency and accountability measures, and increasing the independence and authority of regulatory agencies. The aim is to prevent similar incidents in the future and restore public confidence in the integrity of governmental institutions. The next impact is on the political shifts. The 1MDB scandal played a crucial role in the 2018 Malaysian general elections, leading to a historic change in the country's political landscape. The citizens, not satisfied with the current Barisan Nasional coalition, which had governed Malaysia for over 6 decades, dissatisfaction leading to the coalition's defeat, Pakatan Harapan winning the elections. The new government's mandate focused on addressing corruption, enhancing transparency, and implementing reforms to prevent future scandals.
Hello everyone. Today, I'll discuss the 1MDB scandal and the critical lessons we can learn from it about financial governance and accountability. Lesson 1. Transparent financial governance. The 1MDB scandal highlights the need for transparent financial governance. Lack of transparency allowed billions of dollars to be misappropriated undetected. Transparent practices like regular public reporting and independent audits are essential to prevent such fraud. Lesson 2. Dangers of concentrated power. This case shows the risk of concentrating too much power in a few individuals. Without sufficient checks and balances, abuse of power is more likely. Former Prime Minister Najib Razak's multiple roles allowed undue influence over 1MDB, facilitating fund misuse. We need dispersed power and robust oversight. Lesson 3. Importance of whistleblower protection. Whistleblowers play a crucial role in exposing corruption. Xavier Justo, a former Petro-Saudi executive, leaked vital documents but faced legal repercussions. Strong protection mechanisms are needed to encourage whistleblowers to come forward. Governances and oversight failures. Profound governance and oversight failures within 1MDB allowed for extensive financial mismanagement. Effective internal controls, independent audits, and transparent governance structures are essential to prevent such abuses.
Hello, my name is Razi, student ID SUKD 2400673, and I will be presenting the second part for the lessons learned. One of the lessons learned is the consequences and remedial actions. So for the 1MDB scandal, it led to many financial losses, political instabilities, and quite strenuous efforts for asset recovery and also legal actions. Malaysia worked together with the United States Department of Justice to undertake legal actions for the recovered assets, highlighting challenges in international cooperation and asset tracing. Another lesson learned from the scandal is also of global nature of financial crimes. Modern financial crimes transcend hoarding and it requires enhanced international cooperation. 1MDB involved multiple countries and a very complex network of transactions. Another lesson that we can gain from this is restoring trust and institutional reform. So, rebuilding trust demands institutional reform, prioritizing transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct. Malaysia initiated reforms post-scandal to enhance governance standards.
Hi, so this is the part of the offenses committed part of the presentation. My name is Taha, and the offenses committed are in 4 categories. One is money laundering, the other is bribery, third is embezzlement, and then finally is false declaration. All of them are intertwined and have to do a lot with each other. So when it comes to the money laundering section, there's J. Low and his associates established many shell companies to facilitate fund transfers. It's where illegitimate funds would seem as legitimate, so the source wouldn't be traced as well. And there's bribery, where over $1 billion was paid to Malaysian and Abu Dhabi officials to secure business deals. And this was so business would seem more lucrative and investments were made even though they were all false and money was being laundered all over. And then there's embezzlement, where former Prime Minister Najib Razak illegally received over $9 million from a former unit of 1MDB set during his tenure. This is also to do with bribery, where it's more hush money and also so money would be transferred without many people knowing. Then there's false declaration, where the senior 1MDB officials provided false statements to the 1MDB board and Bank Negara to receive extended loans. This was so they have more funds to launder.